Hold the phone. Did I just hear that correctly? Do you believe you've seen everything there is to know about love and hip-hop? Think again. Young Joc was just exposed in a way that nobody anticipated. And guess who's at the center of the storm? Kendra. You already know her fans are furious because they assumed they knew everything about the young Joc's love life. But this is a whole new level of betrayal. You're telling me that after everything Kendra has been through with Joc? After all that time, loyalty, and sacrifice, this man goes and does this. Think again. This is a reality TV stunt, and it's ugly. But here's the twist. The kiss isn't the only thing that's making people talk. The real story is buried deep within this scandal. And I assure you that you won't believe the video's secret or how far back the drama goes. So, what's really going on here? Is it just a kiss, or is there a bigger betrayal at play? Stay tuned, because we're just getting started, and I assure you that you won't want to miss what happens next. Hold on, we're not going to want to miss what happens next. What's happening with young Joc, Karlie Red, and Kendra on your feed has the potential to destroy everything we believed we knew about loyalty, betrayal, and reality TV. Don't even consider dismissing this as just another fake news article. It's bigger than that. So, last night, a video appeared that nobody saw coming, especially Kendra, the woman who believed she knew everything about her man, young Joc. Nevertheless, it's a game changer, showing a young Joc locking lips with none other than Karlie Red, one of the women who stood by Joc through public humiliation, infidelity rumors, and a series of messy love triangles. Kendra is now facing the truth, and it's all on tape. The kiss wasn't just a fleeting moment of poor judgment. Rather, it was calculated and planned. Now, before you start thinking, oh, it's just another publicity stunt, remember that this isn't just about a kiss, but about the betrayal and secrets that have been hiding beneath the surface for months. And now the entire world is watching, as Joc's public image is falling apart piece by piece due to one careless moment. But let's go back a little, because the drama doesn't start here. Instead, it starts much earlier with the kind of romantic roller coaster that only a reality TV star like young Joc can experience. Over the years, we've watched Joc go through relationship after relationship, bouncing from woman to woman. But with Kendra, fans thought he finally found stability. However, it didn't seem like the fairy tale ending at first. The ideal match. Kendra, a prosperous lawyer, was the ideal counterpoint to the Joc's hectic, high-energy world of music and reality TV. She was his rock, supporting him through his highs and lows. Fans believed that this was a stable, long-term relationship because of the pictures of happy times, red carpet appearances, and couple goals posts. But it turned out that Kendra had been the one constant in Joc's life and the one person he could rely on. What we were unaware of was that things were beginning to fall apart beneath the surface. It wasn't just the infidelity rumors that were constantly circulating. It was more serious than that. The Joc has stated publicly that he wants to have children with Kendra. You've heard him discuss having children, the future, and creating a legacy together in interviews. But the catch is that Kendra doesn't want children, at least not at this time. This is a big problem because you can't build a future with someone if your ideas of that future are completely different. The discussion of starting a family kept coming up, but each time it felt like a wedge being driven between them. This wasn't something they could easily compromise on. Kendra's career comes first. Her law practice, her ambition, her life's work. She spent years getting to where she is, and she's not about to throw everything away to become a full-time mother, especially to the 8 children that Joc already has from previous relationships. And let's face it, it's a big red flag in any relationship when both partners have different plans for the future and neither is willing to compromise. As the months passed, things began to change, and although they were still going through the motions and attending events together, the love and affection they had once shared seemed to wane. This is where Karlie Red enters the picture. You would think that by now she would be out of the picture, but the drama with her never really stopped. Karlie and Joc have always had unresolved issues, from their previous flirtations to their on-again, off-again relationship. It's been a pattern, really, where every time you think Joc is totally committed to someone else, Karlie shows up and all the attention suddenly shifts. However, this time, it's different. This time, it's more than just a little flirtation on camera. It's a kiss. And let me tell you, it wasn't just any kiss. The video that surfaced isn't just a peck on the cheek. It's intensely passionate and far too intimate to ignore. Private moment, and they didn't care who saw, which is the issue. They didn't consider the repercussions. They didn't consider Kendra, his wife, to whom he promised a future. And they didn't consider how this would affect their relationship with the fans. However, the most absurd thing is that this video wasn't just accidentally leaked. Someone wanted it to be released because they knew how powerful it was and how devastating it would be. At that point, we must ask who is responsible for the leak and who stands to gain from this chaos. We left off with the explosive video leak of young Joc and Karlie Red kissing. But what happens next is even juicier. Let's go over who is behind this leak and why it keeps getting worse from here. As we all know, young Joc and Karlie Red have a complicated past. There is a history of awkward moments and flirtations between the two, as well as an undeniable chemistry that was always there. And this is where the plot thickens, simmering beneath the surface, but now it's gone way beyond flirtation. This wasn't a whoops moment that we were caught in, but it was a full-blown betrayal. The problem is that this leak wasn't an accident. Someone somewhere knew exactly what they were doing when they dropped that bombshell. And the main question that everyone is asking is who stands to gain from this chaos? There have been rumors about an enigmatic third party who has a grudge against both young people, and the timing of this video makes it painfully clear that isn't just about the kiss. It's about who's pulling the strings behind the scenes. Sources close to the production of Love and Hip Hop have hinted at some shady dealings going on. Ultimately, it turns out that the leak wasn't just about ruining Joc's relationship with Kendra. It was about setting the stage for something much bigger. It's not just about the kiss. It's about the bigger picture. Was Kendra a part of this plan? Or was she a pawn in a game that she didn't even see coming? Let's take a moment to consider this. The timing of the video's release was perfectly planned. Joc and Kendra had just started promoting their relationship as stable, when all of a sudden a video that questions everything appeared. Everyone was watching the video, pointing fingers and wondering if they had been duped. The long game, one anonymous source close to the couple dropped a bombshell that sent shockwaves through the industry, claiming that Kendra knew the kiss video was coming but didn't just know about it, she encouraged it. Yes, you heard that right, she wanted to expose Joc, but she needed the right timing to pull off this devastating blow. Kendra has been in the media spotlight for a while. She has her own legal career, and let's not forget that she has experience with reality TV dramas. Make sure the video will have the greatest impact. This theory may seem crazy, but let's put the pieces together. Kendra's fans have been devoted to her for years. So if she reveals the truth about Joc in the form of a scandal, it's obvious that she knows how to sway public opinion. But what if Kendra wasn't the one behind this? What if someone else, perhaps? Karlie Red had a personal grudge and chose to release the video to him the way Kendra's supporters are supporting her. You'd think they were planning a public execution for the Joc. But let's face it, this whole thing is tearing apart both of their fan bases. No matter how you spin it, this scandal is going viral. But it's not just about the fans, it's about the industry. In Hollywood, they say that one scandal can make or break a career. And guess what? Is a career breaker for young Jocs. According to insiders, some of Kendra's sponsors have already begun to distance themselves from him. According to reports, a big endorsement deal with a luxury brand is at stake, and the Joc's management is frantically trying to contain the fallout. The longer the backlash lasts, the more difficult it will be for the Joc to recover. There are even rumors that hip-hop producers are thinking of permanently severing their relationship with him. The mere thought of could cause everyone to reconsider their approach, and the network might decide that the risk is no longer worth the reward. While all of this is going on, Karlie Redd is sitting back and watching the chaos unfold. She is keeping quiet, but there are rumors that she is loving the attention. According to insiders, Karlie is aware that in the entertainment industry, controversy sells, and the more attention she receives, the more opportunities she will have. So, who wins in this situation? Kendra as the victim, or Karlie as the one secretly pulling the strings? Does young Joc have a chance to save his reputation, or is this the end of the line for him? The fallout is just getting started, and it's bigger than anyone could have imagined. What began as a simple kiss between young Joc and Karlie Redd has now escalated into a full-blown crisis that is upending the reality TV industry. The drama is getting darker every day, and the consequences are becoming more dire. Let's start by discussing the legal ramifications. The rumors have already spread like wildfire, but we're going to get into the actual ramifications. Legal action may be imminent, according to sources close to Joc's team. Kendra, the woman publicly humiliated by the video leak, may have a strong case for emotional distress because the kiss wasn't just a betrayal. It was a breach of trust that was made public. In addition to the financial fallout, Joc may face serious legal repercussions if the video leak is linked to anything more sinister than a simple mistake. However, Joc's entire career is at risk, not just the personal side of things. As of right now, several well-known sponsors have withdrawn from any further agreements with Joc, previously promising agreements for his next album release, and future collaborations are now in danger of being canceled. This kiss is more than just a romantic blunder. It's turning into a financial nightmare. The drama worsens, he could lose everything he's worked for in his career, including his fans. Kendra, on the other hand, is handling this situation brilliantly with her background in law and her newfound emphasis on empowering women in the workplace. Since she is the real victim in all of this, public opinion is rapidly turning in her favor. Social media is exploding in support of her, and her fans are calling her a strong, independent woman for pursuing her career goals and refusing to let family pressure control her life. In fact, the more this scandal unfolds, the more she becomes a public hero. But what about Karlie Redd? Is she just enjoying the show? The more publicity this scandal brings, the more she benefits from it. Let's be honest. She's not just a reality star. She's an opportunist. Now that everyone is watching, it's obvious that Karlie is enjoying this, whether she leaked the video herself or just let things happen naturally. Karlie's strategic silence is working in her favor. She's sitting back and letting the drama unfold while she gains more attention. She's not making any moves without considering how they will benefit her, okay? Now we're all waiting to see what Joc's next move will be. His strategy has already taken a toll both personally and professionally, but there's still a long way to go. It's obvious that this kiss has hurt his reputation more than anyone could have predicted. But it's not just about the kiss anymore. It's about how the young Joc handles this public scandal in the coming weeks. Sources have been implying that Joc may try to turn this into a publicity stunt where he can publicly apologize to Kendra and make amends with her in front of the cameras. But will that really work after the damage done? Will Kendra even be willing to bring him back, or is this the last straw? There isn't any way out of this, at least not in the way that Joc might have hoped. What about Karlie? Could she be using to re-enter the love and hip-hop plot? After all, she's made a career out of tumultuous relationships, feuds, and scandals. It's obvious that she's not just sitting by and is in charge of how the public narrative develops. If anything, this video leak could be her ticket to a larger role on the show. Don't think for a moment that won't have repercussions for the entire Love and Hip Hop cast, including Mendez, Stevie J, Kirk, and the rest of the gang, who are all watching Joc's fall from grace. It could very well lead to the shifting of alliances, especially with producers and fellow cast members. The more shocking details that come out, the more she stands to gain from it.